Welcome to the
What?
Built.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Nah, because that still lives in my memory or my brain 24/7. It haunts me every day.
Trying to think of what those dudes is called. What the? Screaming cursor. I mean.
Yeah, I hate how that shit sound, man. You hear it? It's my shit, bro. They need to get a new one. I hate it, bro. Yeah, man. Sounds like it's always sounded, man. You just hear it. I could hear it. I could hear it from here.
Yeah.
With that
do
not
it.
all the way turned up.
Yeah. Let's listen. All I gotta do is move the phone and you can hear it.
That shit be killing me, man. I hate it.
Oh yeah, that ringing.
Yeah,
There you go. It
that's
just
what I've
left.
always been-
It's gone.
I can't eliminate it on the live stream.
It's gone, King.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gone. It's gone.
Sometimes it's how I angle this damn thing. but
Remember
it
what I
changes.
did
Yeah,
last time?
Yeah, you went like this and it was good.
Yeah.
And then I tried doing that a little bit earlier. All right,
Yeah.
so I just won't touch this bitch right now.
Yeah, we Gucci.
For this live.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Thomas's though.
Yeah, I think it's the beginning or something.
It's the beginning of the end.
I don't know why.
Sometimes it's how I angle this damn thing. Remember when I did last time? Yeah, you went like this and it was good. And then I tried doing that a little bit earlier.
Alright, we're live on TikTok.
So I just won't touch this bitch right now.
My bad.
Son's out here trying to clap, clap, clap. Clickety clap, clap, clap. Clippity clap, clap, clap.
This is the only cool thing I got going on right now.
Clippity clap, clap, clap.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I get ahead of the Stoog
He
King.
said, this is the only funny what? Say that again?
Can I
The only fun thing
can I
he's
bust
got
the
going
Stoog?
on.
I don't know why people say that shit. What flavor is this one?
Cereal milk.
Yeah, we're just taste testing pens. So, no. Oh, I was about to say, wait. All right, fellas. Who got the script?
You.
No, his phone's over there.
Oh, shit.
I got
Just for the
you.
live.
I got
Just
you.
give me the first topic and then transition after.
Okay.
Chief Kenneth Walker, Justin Fields.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do all the transitions
All right,
after
bet.
that. Though.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. You know, we hope you guys are chilling on this nice Friday morning. Welcome to a different conversation. We're going to try to do this a lot more often, going live twice on Fridays, especially on TikTok. I know the TikTok viewers haven't seen us live in a while. We're live right now on TikTok and YouTube. So I think we should dig right in. Justin Fields just recently got signed to the traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. My apologies. Whoa. Yeah, no, so this is live. Y'all going to see all my stupid bullshit. But Justin Fields was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. They already got Kenneth Walker, although they traded their best corner for some draft compensation from the Rams and McDuffie. They are in an interesting spot. How do you guys feel about the Kansas City Chiefs going into the next season? Obviously, we have a whole draft to look forward to and all that. How we liking it?
Can we go right to left?
Yeah. I mean, we all know. I've talked about it plenty of times this season. I'm not a huge fan of Fields. He throws him out of games sometimes. He panics. Given he wasn't given much to work with at certain scenarios this past season, so I don't know, man. I just don't know what it does, or not what it does. It gives him somebody in the place of Pat while he's out. Obviously, Kenneth Walker went there as well, so Kenneth Walker is going to be a huge standing point as far as helping run that offense.
He's going to have to be a horse until Mahomes comes back.
Yeah, Kelsey's still there. You got your receivers still. Hopefully, they can stay on the field this year due to whether it's injury or extracurriculars. But
Right.
no, I don't know. I'm super hit or miss on Fields right now. I gotta see how it works because I liked him before the Jets season.
Yeah, I thought
and
he
then-
revived himself a little bit in Pittsburgh, and that's part of my take is, I like the move. Actually,
I think it's gonna help for sure.
I think you look at the Chiefs' options because obviously they needed someone to start the season.
Yes.
For when Patrick Mahomes comes back from his ACL tear, unless he's has a superhuman offseason and is ready week 1, which I doubt. But I like Justin Fields because normally I wouldn't, but if you look at how he did in Pittsburgh, passing the baton to Russell Wilson, if they had any better quarterback, they probably
Steel
would've-
country.
They
That's
probably
right.
would have done really good that season. But he was like, what was he? 5-1, 4-2, something like that.
It was good.
Very respectable. He wasn't throwing the games away
Yes.
as you mentioned. I think on the New York Jets, they didn't have the best things set up. So it's like he's throwing, trying to do everything he can, and a lot of times it amounted into like 40-yard games somehow, which is ridiculous. But I like it because he gets to go to a serious franchise. It's kind of like maybe his last shot at being a starting quarterback, where if he can do good here, maybe another team will pick him up next year.
Agreed.
He'll run the ball. He'll make I'm not saying he plays like Mahomes, but him being a mobile quarterback, they can kind of get still have that, get used to that. So
His
that
archetype is good for this
yeah,
team.
when Mahomes comes back, it won't be like they're missing too much when they lose Fields. So I don't know. I kind of like it. Kenneth Walker. I'm seeing the vision as to why they got Kenneth Walker, so that they can depend on their running back, especially when Mahomes gets back and is trying to get his feet back under him. Yeah, I'm kind of cool with it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
My turn, right?
Yeah,
All right. So
sir.
real quick, can I ask y'all who's the leading rusher for the Kansas City Chiefs over the past 5 seasons?
Mahomes.
Exactly, right?
it's not Pacheco, right? Yeah.
Not at
No,
all.
no.
Oh,
Pacheco had that
not
one
at all.
good
He had
season
one
and
breakout
then-
season and
fell
has
flat.
declined
Yeah.
ever since that season.
And I do love that he went to Detroit, though.
My
I mentioned
point,
that.
my point, and that I'm trying to make here real quick is going to. Damn, you flew me, bro. Damn, you flew me.
Mahomes is the leading rusher.
Yeah. Anyway, with Mahomes being the leading rusher of them, and them incorporating Justin Fields now with what they have, they already went to go get what we already know that they needed. They reinforced the running with Kenneth Walker III, knowing what my counterparts just already said, that the timeline for Patrick Mahomes coming back is going to be shaky. Right. What we need to do is respect that Justin Fields is going to be able to carry the team until Patrick Mahomes get there. The leading category in which we know is always at play for the Kansas City Chiefs, in which the time that the offensive line provides is why he leads the team in rushing as well, right? So what we know about Justin Fields is that he has slower mechanics, right?
Yeah.
He's not one to get the ball out right away, right? This is probably the most downside that you could say about Justin Fields,
And they got
right?
a cool team for that too, because like Rice and Worthy, they spread
Absolutely,
the field.
they absolutely are get open type of receivers.
Kelsey
If
was
the
just-
route is dead,
Yeah.
they'll figure something
know,
out.
Kelsey would just be
exactly.
standing there somewhere.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
about them being synced up with his play style, so
Yeah.
that when they are stretching out the routes, you know what I mean, like kind of making it work. But I think that what we know about the Kansas City Chiefs and what they've lead and what they have been deficient in, they just picked up the pieces that they
100%.
needed.
Yeah,
you know
'cause
what I'm
they-
saying?
no,
Like
I-
that. Like literally.
Yeah, they could have gotten Murray. They could have gotten Geno.
No,
could have gotten
they-
whoever,
but they-
there's no point in spending that money. Like,
No,
unless
and why
it's
are you going to
cheap.
get Murray knowing
Yeah.
that Patrick Mahomes is he's your quarterback? It ain't. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
Kyler
no,
Murray still has. That's not even a conversation to me
Yeah, that-
because Kyler Murray is still ascending as well. So for him to go to Kansas City is almost a supplanting, knowing how much he's still worth and on the
Yeah,
upside.
no, I agree with everything you're saying. I think this is prime position for like just to slot Fields in.
Yes.
Yeah. Cheap.
Yes.
Will it
option.
work? Who
Yes.
knows? But I'll say he wasn't given a lot of time
I
on
don't,
the
I don't
on
think
the
it
Jets.
won't work though. Like
Right.
that's my thing with that. I think it's impossible for it not to work. I think at the very least they give it back to Mahomes at least 500, like 4-4, 3-3, something like that. I don't think it's going to be like
We're fighting to do that with Mahomes. Given they've
Yeah,
upgraded it,
that's
they've
fair.
upgraded,
That's fair.
and they still have a draft to go through and
Yeah.
everything. So I'm not shitting on them in that.
Yeah, I think they got
aspect, but
2 first-round picks.
But that's
They're
that's
both elite,
accurate
but-
though. He's
Yeah.
not like that's an accurate take. That's
Yeah.
not that's accurate. So, but with the combination of what you both said is why it's a recipe for success.
Yeah.
What he did in Pittsburgh with Russell
Exactly.
Wilson being there, he literally was 5-1 and just bridging.
Yeah.
When
Because
having
he
that-
wasn't doing anything crazy. He had,
Yes,
like,
he
the
just
one
needed
dude's
the
crazy
bridge.
game.
He only
Yeah.
needs the bridge, and he
Yeah.
knows how to use his legs and
Sure.
follow the design. in this scheme. Andy Reid loves these kind of guys anyway.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, this is what Donovan did. This is every quarterback that he had some sort of wheels. Do you understand what I'm
100%,
saying?
yeah.
I think that the young Justin
fair.
Fields, you know what I mean, is something that is a nice bridge. And if he stays there, just like you guys said, and has a good season and keeps them above water before Pat comes back, he's going to get a job somewhere else
For
next year.
sure.
Because he's just one of those quarterbacks that you got to put stuff around him. Like,
Yes.
it's like when he was on the Bears and he was on the Jets, it's like,
And
no
like Ken
offense
was-
to your Jets,
Yes.
but it's like,
It is what it is.
It's
The
just-
infrastructure was
yeah, it
horrible.
was
We
just
were
a
just
crazy-
building the
yeah.
infrastructure. So
And like Ken was just saying, he is a quarterback that just needs time in the pocket to see what's going on, to either make his run, to get to somebody. And yeah, the
and he'll
Chiefs
be
have
happy that he ain't on the,
Yeah.
fucking
Yes.
Jets.
yeah.
It's such a change going from the Jets to the Chiefs.
Come
That's
on,
crazy.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so a couple more moves had happened. Tua,
Yeah.
Falcons. Are we taking that serious?
So start left to right this time.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's keep switching that.
All right, bet. For sure. For me, I'm gonna say yeah. Right. So with
Okay.
everything that
I
has
love
been
it.
going on now, listen, everybody who like, comment, subscribe. If y'all made it this far, please make sure you mash the like. You
Yes,
know what I
sir.
mean? We are here to
Mash it
stay.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Come get with us. But what I will say is the conditions provided for Tua in this 1 year with Michael Penix being hurt and that offensive line as well as the offensive weapons not going anywhere. Why isn't it? You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
Without a question.
$1 million for that
like,
1 year.
Why isn't it?
Yeah.
All we have to worry about is if Tua gets a concussion, right? We don't want him to get hurt. The conditions are going to be sped up a bit in the home games because of the actual turf and everything like that. But the NFC South, come on, man. He's not familiar with that, but he's familiar with the Southern play.
Yes.
And come on, man. We kind of had a little bit of conversation off camera. There's nothing really going on in Tampa right now. The only real worry for me, I think, is the surging Carolina Panthers and Tyler Shuck. You know what I mean?
Love
And that
this game,
offense.
man.
You know what I mean? But for sure, I think that Tua and those guys, listen, man,
I
if
think
they
this
do it
division's
right.
going to be a lot better.
They do it right, man,
Yeah.
and take care of him. Because all you need him to do, in all honesty,
Be a game manager.
that's it.
And
You know what I
Tua's
mean?
a-
Every
he's a great game
position
manager.
knows how to break out, like from the backfield and QB. I mean, WR1, WR2 Pitts. They know what to do once the ball's in their hand
Drake
as well.
London
So,
plays really good in the short
Oh, my
field.
goodness.
Very, very good in
100%.
the short field. It's Tua at the end of the day, so we really don't know what we're gonna get. But it's a change of scenery. That's the hugest thing. Like Kyler going from Arizona to Minnesota, Tua going from Miami to Atlanta. Like these guys are gonna be better. And we got to forget, like, these guys were getting paid big bucks for a reason. I know you said it was the sympathy bag for Tua, but at the end of the day, if he didn't play well, he wouldn't have been in a position to get that contract in the first place. The division's going to be a lot better. It'll be interesting to see what the Buccaneers do on the rest of the way out, but I think it's, Carolina, they have absolutely bolstered that team, especially on the defensive end. Bryce Young, he looks like he's having a full confident offseason this time. Tyler Show in New Orleans, he might put on a show this year. We'll see. But yeah, I like it. It's like you said. All Tua needs to do is just throw the ball, get it to the right guys.
Get it to the guys.
He don't have to, like in Miami, he had to try to do these Superman acts just to get them across.
They're
the
all
line.
dynamic.
Yeah, exactly. I fear for the playoffs if he goes in the cold. But the difference here is that he won't be in Miami. He'll be in Atlanta. They're domed. They can actually practice in colder conditions. Because that's the thing that Miami doesn't do. They practice in very hot weather all the time, and then when they get into cold weather, it's an abomination.
Real quick, check your phone. Is the TikTok frozen on your shit?
Let me see.
Technical difficulties out here.
Yeah, we checking for him.
If it's frozen, I'll just go check it real quick. Might be because like a notification or something popped up.
Yeah.
It's frozen?
Yep.
All right, bet. 1 second, Shell. Y'all can move on to the next topic.
Well, I haven't given my take. Excuse the. No, I do agree though. I think this is the perfect situation for Tua, and I've said a couple weeks ago, and me and you were talking. I don't even know if that episode went out. Who the hell knows anymore? But I be lost in the sauce when it comes to what be going on anymore. But I think that it's the perfect as long as health stays a good factor in their favor
Right.
and everything with Tua and everything, I think it's going to be one of the more fun, like 1-2 punches between him and Bijan. Little dump pass.
Yes.
He's a perfect fit for that. Then yeah, the receivers, tight end. I feel like he's used to the weather and everything. Given it's the stadium they're in, I think it's a perfect fit as long as he can stay healthy. So next up though, let you get seated.
Yes.
We got Murray, Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off on this one. I think this is a perfect little scenery spot for him to show his worth again and to build up for his next contract. We're giving him arguably the best receiver in the league with JJ, like I do with Justin
Who's
Jefferson.
been desperate to have a good
Who-
quarterback.
yeah, I'm saying, like, I just feel like this is match made in heaven for him.
Yeah.
And we all know what he's capable of on that field. So I think this is a perfect little scenario for him to just kind of show what the hell he's got going on now.
Yeah, I think it's a hilarious quarterback room. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, they re-signed Carson Wentz
Yeah.
too. So you're going to have a quarterback room with J.J. McCarthy, Carson Wentz, and Kyler, which I think is cool because they're all going to be motivating each other. I mean, each one, like, none of them want to be QB3 at the very least.
No, yeah.
And they all want to be QB1. I mean, obviously, I don't think Wentz gets that. But I think at the very least, Wentz wants to continue to at least be a backup and not be that third-string
Yes.
quarterback. Like you said, Justin Jefferson, it should work. Kyler Murray, he seems like he's in a mentally great spot based on what he said already. And who knows? Maybe he could just take this team. Maybe this is his team. Maybe they do so well and they don't let him go because they would be stupid to if they finally have a quarterback on their team that could get them somewhere.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, because we've spent a lot of time
Yeah.
talking about that one.
All right, so next up we got Niners. What do we
Yes.
think about
Their moves.
their moves? Mike Evans, you got Bosa twins. What do you think about that?
That way, this way.
But
Oh, we just went this way.
No, I just went.
you went last.
Oh, gotcha, bet. So listen,
we're doing this big
Yeah,
guy.
my bad.
You
Yeah,
guys
so my
don't see
bad.
this on
I
the
didn't.
episode.
So what
No,
did I
you good, you
disagree
good.
to then? So bring me
You
back
agreed to
then.
Tyler on the Vikings.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We already talked about
you,
that.
You,
Yes,
you
yes.
yourself have spent a lot of time.
Yeah, without a
yeah,
doubt.
yeah,
We
yeah.
can. We all right, bet. So with the Bosa twins, with Evans, one thing I'm gonna say is, listen, y'all already know how I feel about San Francisco always being in it. In this iteration of them, they got a bit older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far
I
as
think
I'm
the good thing is
concerned.
the spotlight ain't on them anymore. That
they-
pressure.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
got a bit older. I love Mike Evans getting there. I think that he gives them something reliable that they haven't had in a while. But they gave him a big bag for the 3 years. But again, they got older, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of superstition about the
Yes.
injuries and everything that already take place. And the guys that both of the big names they brought in
People are
are
still willing-
injury riddled.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
That's the
saying?
thing.
So it's
So
a little
willing to
not
go
like
there.
I love these dudes, but they're injury riddled and a little older in their prime as it pertains
Yeah.
to football.
That's what I mean. Why
So-
don't they just spend one season away from that shit?
You
just
know
to
what I
find
mean?
out?
So
Just
we'll
fuck
see.
around and find out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe just a training camp.
Yeah, just something. I mean, yeah, I like I have said, I love the moves. Even bringing in Bosa, you bring in a little brother chemistry. Fred Warner should be back and healthy. Kittle, I think that'll take a little bit longer.
Shout out to homie Dom.
Yeah. Oh, Dom's in the line?
Yeah,
oh,
shout
what up,
out.
Dom? Hell yeah.
Shout out Dom.
But yeah, when it comes to the 49ers, I think even though there's a lot of veterans in there, I think that's a good thing. I think, they're going to be a very mature team with a mature coach. It seems like a team that's just going to get right to business, which I like. Because with the 49ers, there's always been all these ifs and buts and all that stuff. But what it showed me last year is I think they finally grew. Like, they're able to withstand those injuries and still make something happen. Because, like, when you consider everything that happened to them last year, it's a very long list.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be another very long list this year. But at the end of the day, they're going to be a team that I think will be a dark horse because I don't think not a lot of people are going to take them seriously. But I think they have to be taken seriously as long as that guy, Christian McCaffrey, is still breathing.
Yeah, and them both twins is on defense. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
that is what?
Yeah.
One go down, you still up. You're getting Fred Warner back. It's
Yeah.
just the age and all that kind of stuff
And
that
they
kind
still
of.
got a draft. They
Yes,
still-
man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But attrition, as we see, sets in. You know what I mean with those guys pretty quick. You know what I mean?
Hell
So-
yeah.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal team. We all know how much I love CMC and everything from this past season, how much me and Kem have, just us two alone, have talked about him. But I just feel like Man, you just bringing in it's bro. The IR list is gonna be
Every
ridiculous
single
this year
Yeah.
because you just brought in 2 more. And given Mike Evans isn't injury prone, but he just came off the biggest injury of his career.
Yes, absolutely.
But you're just bringing in 2 guys that could possibly just fill that stat sheet of injury reserve list, and it's scary.
Yeah.
It's a scary sight because, like Kem had just said. They're all just everyone across the board just another year older, giving everyone on every person in the league is. But when a good portion of your team is already up there, it's scary to see. But if everyone can stay on the field, this team is fun.
Yeah.
This team is
I
phenomenal.
think it's interesting the development of Christian McCaffrey, like over everything, like because he was really, really injury prone in Carolina. So for him to be, how old is he? 30, 32, somewhere around there, and actually have one of the best seasons he's had in his career last year.
Yeah. He
I
was a
just hope
workhorse.
it keeps going, man, because it's like that's the thing with these running backs and shit. He's already past his time. Like the clock ran out for him already, and he's still going. And you got to love that.
The Madden cover curse almost got him, man. It almost got him.
That shit got Saquon. Let me tell you about that. Took his talent. No.
All right, so a little bit of beef in the news.
Yeah.
Beef.
So we got the Fanatics flag football game coming up.
Yes.
Tom Brady, Logan Paul got a weird beef going
that?
on.
Y'all got to put me on more.
All right, so pretty
You've
much
been tapped in with this.
a little bit.
Just a little
if
bit,
you
like,
if you
but-
want to explain it fully,
Yeah.
go for it. Yeah.
So it was like, I don't even know how it started, but y'all know Logan Paul is an asshole.
I know how it started at least.
Yeah, you could.
All right,
yeah.
so pretty much they were doing an interview. It was Logan Paul, his boy Mike that he be doing the podcast with,
yeah.
and they had Brady sitting there like doing an interview with him. And Brady goes, "Well, you know you're gonna be part of the football flag football thing coming up for Fanatics and everything." He goes, "Oh, I wasn't even aware. Yeah, I didn't get a call for it yet." And he goes, "I would love to do that." And he goes, "Yeah, you might be on my team. Who knows?" And he was trying to hype him up and everything. And so they had a little bit of banter going back and forth. But then after the interview and everything, he was talking about Gronk, and then he was talking about a lot of other guys, and that he's a force on the field just because he played high school football, and that he'll be a problem. So then there was a video of Gronk and Brady golfing, and Gronk was kind of just talking his shit a little bit, nothing crazy, and then Brady in the background was like, "Fuck Logan Paul," and then that transferred over back to Logan Paul on his
I can beat up any
podcast.
NFL player.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Bro, I beat up all of Gronk's brothers all in a row. The only reason Gronk didn't come into the ring is because he didn't want the smoke, this, that, and the third. And I could take any NFL player in a boxing match." His boy Mike said Myles Garrett. And he started naming them off. And I'm like, no, Logan.
Yeah, even at the
Logan.
Fanatics thing, he was like, "Where's Myles Garrett?"
And so
it's so awkward.
they just did the drafts for it. I guess it's like the team captains are Tom Brady and Jaden McDaniels, and they drafted their pool of guys. And Jalen
Tom
Hurts.
Brady's an asshole. I love it.
Tom Brady
he
don't
was like
give
to
a damn.
Jaden, he was like, "Oh, your mom finally is letting you play, huh?"
Yeah. And Gronk and then Logan Paul had a little thing at the after
Yeah,
party,
like,
back and
Logan
forth. But
Paul-
it was all for fun though. You
Yeah.
could tell it's for fun.
Logan
but-
Paul, he's just a good businessman. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Logan Paul knows how to get the media. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's a good marketer.
100%. Both of them are. Both brothers are, man. As
I
much as
don't know how he survived the Japan forest thing, but that's beyond me. I
Yeah,
don't
that-
know. I don't know how. Yeah, he's got it.
Cam, do you know about the Japan force?
I do.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, if he were to say no right there, I'm like, that's why. Because there's a whole part of the population that
They
just
don't
doesn't
know
know
about
about
that,
it
and then there's
because they
people that
might
just
not be
don't care.
tapped in, but
Yeah.
can be tapped in. So it's a whole different story. But there is a whole different part of like our community of people that just aren't tapped into the internet like that.
That's fair.
That don't really be caring about what Logan Paul did in Japan. So they just don't know. And so cancer culture can only go so far when it comes to that stuff.
That's funny because one of the wrestlers that his like catchphrase is like "You are cursed," Danhausen. Shout out to that guy. He was like, because Tom Brady was like making fun of wrestling, saying it's all fake and stuff. And then Danhausen was like, "You are cursed," and I was like, "How can you curse Tom Brady though? He's already pretty fucking cursed." Like, like when you consider like the thing that happened with his wife and kids, the crypto thing. He's not playing football. You can't curse him there. The Raiders are already fucking cursed, so you can't. Like, there's nothing you could curse this guy of. I don't know, like
that he hasn't.
more-
In
like-
my opinion, you can't curse this man of anything that he hasn't already overcome. Yeah, he might be cursed, but he still just comes out better at the end. Like
Yeah.
it's Tom fucking Brady we're
And
talking
it's
about
like
here.
his biggest job right now is to help run the Raiders, and they're already fucked. So, what's our
Hey
next
man, they've
topic?
had a cool offseason. I'll say that. They've had an interesting offseason, to say the least.
It's they're way above after their cap space because they didn't trade
Oh,
Crosby.
because
but,
Crosby didn't go. Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see how they manage that. But
Yeah.
What we got next, big man?
Fucking East NBA.
Fucking
Yeah, NBA gonna
Yes.
switch over, transfer over. East is looking real interesting. Cade just went down, collapsed along.
Yeah.
Shout out Cade. Hopefully
out
he
to
gets
Cade.
better and everything. Who's coming out of the East now? Ken, we'll start with
Oh.
you this time because you didn't get much into that last one because you didn't know much about it for the Logan Paul thing. So we'll start off with you.
I
East.
didn't care about that.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah,
start off
yeah,
with
I
you
didn't care about
here.
that.
East. Who do you think's coming out?
Boston.
okay.
Okay.
No one compares. That's it.
I mean, I don't even know.
They're all-
I mean, that's just a general conversation. I don't
Right.
know what
Yeah.
you want me to say.
What
Like,
makes the Celtics number one?
I mean, he just said it. He laid it up right there. Cade is hurt.
Okay.
Cade is hurt. The Knicks play how the Knicks play. I think the
Sadly.
cohesiveness of the Boston Celtics.
Cavs been looking a
which
little.
which has always been. Now listen, it's still the Cavs. So I don't like these loaded questions like this, right? Because that take can change at any given fucking time.
Of course.
right?
Anything can happen.
Right, anything can happen. I just like if we're thinking about just when we think about dynasties and proven and things
Experience,
like
all
that,
that stuff,
all of
yeah.
that matters. It's going to have to be Boston. If
Yeah.
we're looking at the flash in the pan, who can actually get it done?
Coaching, clutch,
That
veteran
can-
leadership.
Yeah, that can.
experience.
Yeah, that's all Boston. But who can get it done in a flash pan is Cleveland, right?
Yes.
Like literally with what just came together, how they can play. Just go ahead into the game mind spirit for 7 games per opponent. Cleveland, I think, is right there too.
Yeah.
I just think again. What we have with the Knicks, man. I'm being honest, man.
Yeah.
So since we're gonna do this, right?
I was about to say you're the one who asked him to
Fuck
get
it. You
into
wanted me
it,
to go
man.
first,
Go.
right? So with the Knicks, man, and New York
I
till
love
I
hearing
die,
Kevin
man.
Wilson.
New York till I die, man. But I'm kind of concerned about even where we go after this, because the picks that
Yeah.
was given up for Mikael Bridges,
This is it for the- like, it has to
how,
work or it
you
has
know
to
what I'm saying, and
tear
how it's
apart.
going, man, is kind of worrisome for me. I think that they tried to engage Carl Anthony Towns a little bit more over the past games, if anybody's been paying attention.
Yeah, he's been
but
shooting
you
a lot.
but you have been seeing it diminish in Jalen Brunson. I don't know if that is going to be sustainable, right? I don't know what that. I love an angry OG Anunoby, right? I love that.
Bro, I'll say that about his offensive game. I mean, we always knew he had a little bit of
Yeah.
offense to him, but like lately, he's been absolutely
So-
been
so-
what the Knicks need.
and
But
I
will
appreciate
will
it.
that be in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, but here's
Oh, I
my
would love
thing.
that.
I think that he's reliable, but what I believe is that the sum of all parts for Boston, because of the system,
Yeah.
I just trust that a little bit more, right? Even with the young boy not being fully capable, right? Right yet. The two-wayism of Jaylen Brown and just their commitment to it, right? We highlighted the last episode and
Because
kind
it
of
seems that Tatum's back. Brown's still getting like the same number of
literally
shots, same,
literally nothing is like
nothing's
because
really
it's
changing.
their system,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if I had to just right now, because of how I like them going up and the Knicks kind of staying this way, I would
Yeah.
just say
But it seems
Boston.
like the Cavs are a little
Yes,
like that.
I mean, they beat the shit out of Boston. I mean, excuse me. I don't know if I can curse on the live.
Yeah, you
but,
can.
I mean,
Damn right
Chicago.
we can.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
killed
fuck
Chicago
this shit.
last night. Like that was a great
Yeah.
game with Chicago with James Harden. You know what I mean? Basically by himself. You know what I'm saying? So-
And that's kind of my thing. Like you broke it down a lot. I'm still gonna take Cleveland,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm absolutely not shocked at all if it's Boston
Mm-hmm.
because it's like you said. I mean, they went to the finals twice. They won once. You know, when it comes to Cleveland, though, I like what James Harden has brought them. I like that Max Strus is finally healthy. He's going to be coming off their bench. Tyson doesn't seem affected too much by the additions that are in Cleveland. He's still been a rock for them. Mobley's been spacing the floor a little bit more. Allen's been freely in the paint. Donovan Mitchell's been doing whatever is asked of him to do on every single night. When it comes to the Knicks, man, it's stuff that you see that won't be good in the playoffs. Like there's too many games where Bridges is invisible. I mean, rolling over his own ankle with no one in front of him and missing layups. Karl Anthony Towns shooting them out of games. It's either Brunson's got to score 40 or he's got to have 15 assists for it to work. So many games the Knicks have won lately have been because either Josh Hart's went off, OG's went off, Jordan Clarkson giving them solid minutes out of nowhere again.
Loving him canceling that DNP.
I forgot he's not on it.
Landry Shaman, I think.
That's
none of their wins lately have really been. I mean, maybe you get that big Brunson game every once in a while, but none of them have really been because of Brunson, Bridges, or Cat, which is scary to see because you need those three in the playoffs. And if Cat's doing what he does, we were talking about it before. Like, even if he does have a big scoring game, he never gets back on defense if he's scoring, if he's a big part of that. And even if he is a big part on defense, anybody can score on him. And then Bridges, I think he's just a mental mess right now. Like, he doesn't know what he wants to do. Everything's fucked. What you got, man?
Man, I was super content with Kem just saying the Celtics because that's where I'm at. I feel like because I've been a Detroit Pistons guy this whole season. I've been a Cade supporter as far as like thinking they're going to come out of the East. With him out, maybe he'll make it back for like mid-round one or something. Maybe not. Who knows? But I think, especially with Tatum back, and he's kind of just fitting in seamlessly, which we all thought he would. And then Jaylen Brown still doing what he's doing. The rest of the team still being the support system that they need to be. I think it's far and away. And
I love that, like,
Celtics right now.
Tatum,
man.
I love what he's at, like, because it's not scoring. It's literally he's been crashing the boards and passing the ball really well.
He's getting himself comfortable.
I don't know if you saw the stats. For right now, even though it's a very short stretch, this is the best defense he's ever played as well. So,
and he's always been known for being a good defender.
And that's what the Celtics needed. They needed like the extra everything else. Like, obviously, the points that he's going to provide is going to be huge for them. But like they needed that guy that can help crash the boards and help pass the ball and. Wow, good segment.
All right. Yeah, so next up we got the most ill-timed injuries in the NBA history. So obviously, we just came off a season where Game 7, NBA Finals, it's a toss-up. Anybody can win. Tyrese Halliburton hits three straight threes. It's talking shit to OKC's bench. It's looking like it's about to be a rough game for OKC, and Indiana might come out with a title. Tyrese Halliburton does a little shot fake, goes a drive, extends that leg, pops that Achilles.
Yeah.
Ill-timed injury. So I'll start one off.
I was about to say, because that is probably the answer to the question.
That's the answer to the question.
I wasn't thinking about that when we planned this.
In recent history, that's probably the answer to the question. But I will say one, it literally shut down a dynasty in truest form.
Okay.
2019.
Okay.
Golden State Warriors. There was multitude of injuries happening. So I won't say like, it was like definitely this one. Because low-key, I think if this one still happened and then the next one didn't happen, they might have still won. But I will say, Kevin Durant comes back in the finals. He had missed like 2 rounds, I'm pretty sure, already. Comes back in the finals.
He got injured in I think the Clippers series after he dropped 50.
Yeah.
And he got hurt. Yeah.
He comes back in the finals. Everyone's like, they're saved. They're about to blow by the Raptors.
It was nice hoops that he was playing.
He was doing real nice hoops. It looked like it was about to be KD just back to what he's doing. And all of a sudden, you just see the extension of that leg. It's the extension, man. Yeah. It's not a natural form for your body to do. The extension right after coming back from calf soreness and everything, calf strain, pops his Achilles.
If they 3P, what happens? Does he stay? Do they keep winning?
I don't know if he still stays because the him and Draymond thing did happen that season still. So he might have still wanted to go somewhere.
I know. Winning 4 in a row then?
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. But either way, that happens. Then Clay goes out. I think that was just a string of just unfortunate events.
That kind of ended Clay's prime because, I mean, he tried to come back, got hurt again. Yeah.
I mean, when they went for the 2022 title run, he was a good player still. But yeah, I would say that's another one of recent history I will go for. What do you got?
I might hit home with you guys as Lakers fans.
Oh, come on.
For the first thought
I
had,
helly?
It's funny that we both have Kevin Durant. The first one that I have off the top of my head is Kevin Durant when he broke his foot on the Thunder. I think that was, I believe, the year after they were in the finals against LeBron, year 2. Yeah, but a lot of people were believing in that OKC hype that year. A lot of people had OKC going all the way. It felt like it was happening. Kevin Durant was balling. Westbrook was balling. Everything looked good. Kevin Durant gets hurt. That ended all that. The other one I have is Kyrie on the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
I think if he was healthy, it wouldn't have had to come down to Kevin Durant's toe. Kyrie Irving would have given them what they needed to get by the Bucks without needing any of that.
Yeah.
And then I think, they would have gone to the finals, and I think they would have handled the Suns. Kyrie would have raised so much hell on Chris Paul.
I also think they would have handled
And I
the
think,
Suns.
and that would have changed a lot, because then you got to consider KD now finally wins that championship outside of Golden State. James Harden wins that championship. Kyrie gets a second championship now. He enters some convos. But the real one that I had, and I'm sorry, fellas, Kobe Bryant's Achilles tear. The reason why I say that is, yes, he was getting older. Yes, he was beefing with Dwight. But if you don't tear that Achilles and Kobe's still balling like Kobe, you never know what happens.
Round 1 against the Spurs, we got fucking cooked because Kobe wasn't there, man.
You never know what happens. The next year, they could have built another team around him, et cetera, et cetera. You never know. But
that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah,
for
when
Kobe.
his Achilles tore, that was it for that Lakers run. That was it for that. Oh, fuck.
And okay.
That shit was crazy.
was
But
crazy,
hey,
bro.
It birthed one of the most iconic moments of all time, walking to the free throw line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the
That was
torn
gangster.
Achilles, clips both of them, and then
Yeah.
walks off like
you
a
see
G.
guys not even be able to walk off the court with their Achilles injuries.
That
And
shit,
he's
I
dead.
was young as hell. I wasn't young as hell. I was in high school when that shit happened. That shit made me cry. I was like, nah, the Lakers is done for the season, man. Kobe,
They
what
were
the
done for
hell?
the next 10 years.
I was tight. Yo, watch your fucking mouth. All right, Cam, what you got? What moment?
You
So
said you was going to spit some shit, so I'm hyped for this.
yeah, not really, but it's what I'll say is because what I was thinking, for real, because when we be talking a lot off camera and the conversations that sometimes we bring to the people, right? Sometimes we highlight moments, right? And for me, I take the moment that y'all are saying, and y'all already know I look at it different because y'all look at, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen it how y'all seen it, and I see it how I see it. So I want to bring y'all to a moment that we talked about before, and also invite the people who may not know to go back and check out some of our content. And again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel for sure. I'm going to take y'all back to April 28th, 2012. Bulls up 12 late.
Yeah.
No reason for this guy to even be in the game.
Yeah.
None at all.
Permanent stain on Tibbs' record.
ACL tear. Youngest MVP ever at 22 years old. This season right here, he's averaging 22, 8, and 3.
And the defense was by far
Crazy.
number one. Yeah.
Top 5 in MVP voting again that year.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly, right?
His percentages went down a little bit, but he was still
top
balling.
5.
Yeah.
Still top 5, right? Listen, this is when Chicago was literally built to kind of challenge,
The Heatles.
right?
Yeah, that's why I always
Right?
mention that this was like the one time where everyone was like, yeah, for sure, Bron's going down. That's it. Bron's done.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. That wasn't the narrative, but
I mean-
it wasn't. But it
for
was. It
me-
was for competition.
Yes, for me, it
Yes.
erased, you know what I'm saying, basically a rival that
It
never
wasn't
got started.
Yeah, it wasn't a
You know
sure
what I mean?
thing.
It
and
erased the
that
rival
erased
that
it
never
all.
got
Yes.
started. You know what I mean? So when we talk about the pocket and how we, you know what I mean, kind of got into a nice debate about Derrick Rose.
Love that.
That's the point that I take from Derrick Rose. I
100%.
don't care
Ended a
about
lot
the
of
other part.
things.
It's that
Yeah.
part where as though that's what finished it. That's
Yeah.
why
'Cause
he's
he was-
not.
he was
you know what I mean?
reviving the Bulls
That's why he couldn't be
franchise,
different.
like,
Yeah,
He was the
because of that
first
right there.
person since
Yeah.
Jordan to be
Yeah.
that level of player for that
Yeah.
franchise, and 100% erases the hope of the competition
Yes.
standpoint and the
The
rivalry,
rivalry,
standpoint.
yes.
But then also, he was on trajectory to be one of the greatest point guards of all
For
time.
sure.
Yeah.
And so that just erases just that whole part of history that could have
And
been
that just destroyed him mentally, too.
100%.
He tried
yeah.
coming back after
Yeah.
that. Just
That-
couldn't get it
that
together.
50-point
tore his
game with the
meniscus
Wolves?
again. Yeah.
Everyone was balling. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
sitting there like, what's going on?
I immediately got the card in 2K.
I
after
was
that.
like, what the? Oh my God. Yeah. That
That's the only good card I had.
What the hell?
No, that was a good.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Hell
because
yeah.
we talk about him a lot.
Yeah, because
you
like
know
when we
what I mean?
bring up this question, like, yeah, you got to think of all that because like you think of like the Chicago Bulls, they still technically really haven't fucking recovered from that.
No.
They still
Yeah.
haven't had a season where people are like, oh my God, the Chicago Bulls like that. Derrick Rose's career, no one trusted Tibbs like that after that.
This was over.
He tried. He had a good run with the Knicks, and that did not wipe out.
And it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy, you know what I mean? But that's what got him out of there with the Knicks as well.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because them same tactics of not
That's what I say, how do you
using
not
the
learn?
rest of the roster.
How do you not- how do
you
you
know
not
what I mean? And just
learn?
keep running them same dudes in the ground that you paying over 150 something
Yeah.
million that's not gonna want to play and they still in contract.
Yeah.
Like you,
And
no,
that's
we
how
gotta
that
get you out
last
of
year
here.
he was on the Knicks and like every play, like their starting five played like 40 minutes the first game. I was like, all right, man.
Yeah, him and Michael
is rough.
Bridges were like arguing and shit. And he's an Iron Man.
Yes.
Michael don't miss games, and he was over
And
here
a
like,
quiet
y'all
dude.
wildin'.
Please, Bridges, miss your first game soon, man. You need a mental break, man.
Miss
Or
your
like
first
walk on the
game is
court for
crazy.
7 seconds again. Get off the court. This dude needs a break.
Yeah.
He needs a couple days.
I
man.
watched him do that in Brooklyn.
Oh my
Like
god.
real low. Watch him go and get the.
Well, he did that. I think like last
yeah.
season or the season
Yeah, he
before.
does
for
it at
Knicks.
the
He
end of
just
every
walked,
season. Yeah,
walked
you know
in
what I
for
mean?
7 seconds.
Yeah.
And left.
Yeah. So history has been made.
Okay.
Venezuela
Yes, last
gets
topic.
last topic, everybody,
Mm-hmm.
to finish this off.
Man,
Venezuela
I got
gets
gas for this too.
Venezuela
Oh,
gets their get back at the U.S. low key.
Yes, I'm happy you brought it up.
So,
This is so wild.
USA
This whole tournament, this WBC thing was just so crazy.
USA versus Venezuela for the World Baseball Classic, the WBC.
Israel got cooked.
Israel got absolutely demolished, but Venezuela comes out on top and beats the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's hilarious, just because the context of the world right now. I don't watch baseball
I said
like
it
that.
immediately when it happened. I said, "Yo, this is literally how the world is."
Craziest
going right now.
irony, bro. Low key, all of the tournament, like you said, was
Yeah.
ridiculous as far as like how the world's standing and then how the baseball classic is going. But me, I don't really watch baseball, so I don't got much into it outside of the funniest irony on earth when I saw the headline. I was just like, and then that was about it. Like, what do y'all think about it?
I was so confused because like I'm the baseball fan, you know, I'm the baseball fanatic, but the Venezuelan team just like so during spring training they do exhibitions when the WBC is happening. So these teams that are loaded with talent face some of the MLB
Yes.
teams like third, fourth, fifth guys, like fifth stringers, just so they can get some reps in. And they lost to the Washington Nationals, who are like the worst fucking team in baseball. Shout out the Washington Nationals. And I thought that was it. I was like, okay, you know, they lost to like one of the worst teams put together right now. So yeah, Venezuela's out, and then they go on a scorcher. Ronald Acuna Jr. is a dog. Shout out to him. Aaron Judge chokes. Sorry,
Yeah,
fam.
man,
Aaron
Aaron
Judge
Judge didn't look
chokes
good.
in another big situation. I don't know, man. His career is just a bunch of chokes at this point. Hopefully, he
Hey,
can-
yo.
I'm glad he's got the MVPs. He is one of the greatest hitters of all time, one of the greatest Yankees. But I don't know, man. It's just another sad event.
Yeah, so for me, what was weird, because I paid attention to that, because anything that's Olympic, world, whatever,
Right.
if I understand the sport, and again, for me, I started off playing baseball before I did anything else, even though I love basketball. So what was wild for me was watching and kind of trying to see why the fuck Paul Skeens wasn't in there pitching in this game for a championship game, knowing that they said the stuff about Tariq. So I was paying attention.
There you go.
Like
There we go.
they,
Now we can
they
have a
said the
convo.
stuff about Tariq Skubal, and I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense. Now I know that
Yeah, they throw out
we're-
Nolan McLean.
yeah, I know we're not a political show, but my whole thing is like, I know that, you know, they want us to be a little passive due to whatever happened, you know, through the oil taking of Venezuela, but that just didn't make any sense. I'm
Yeah.
being honest. It just didn't make any sense. But power to Venezuela. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have came down. I think that the command pitching that we had should have been on display that night, at
Yeah.
least to close it out.
I agree.
And that's all I have to say.
And that's
really.
a lot of people. That's what a lot of people are saying, that the coach for USA, Mark DeRosa, just did not do this right. Because like in the last game, he sat Gunnar Henderson, who was hitting the fuck out the ball the
on a
whole
scorcher.
time. Like he was actually going off, and to bench him. And then, like you said, Paul Skeens, how is it not managed for him to pitch in
Like,
the most
that makes no
important game of the year? Like
I
you have
think they
Nolan
just didn't-
McLean, who's good, but he's like if I'm not mistaken, I think this is only his second season, and you putting him in that spot.
I think they just
Like-
didn't take it serious enough.
Yeah, well,
Which
and
is just
some
like-
players were like Bryce Harper, for example, was like, I don't like this doesn't move me as much as it probably should because it's not the actual Olympics. It's just the World Baseball
Right.
Classic, which kind of goes to show you how athletes are kind of treating shit. Like if it's not money, it ain't important. It ain't important. But for USA, like you got to win that. Still,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you
it was
still
crazy
gotta-
how they were highlighting Judge's outfield play
Yeah.
at the beginning of the classic, and then it like he just couldn't hit nothing.
Well, and that was the thing. Like some of the plays he was making, like when he was making
he
dives and shit,
threw
he
a
didn't
couple.
have to.
Yeah, he it was like the long throw.
Oh, yeah,
to
that
third.
was beautiful.
He
Yeah,
threw
yeah,
a nice
yeah.
throw out to third. I think it was Fernando Tatis Jr. he threw out, right?
I believe so.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
On one play and
But
somebody else
it was
again.
a perfect throw right
Yeah.
into the glove in front of the runner.
He's big as hell, though.
Yeah, and then the school ball stuff was interesting because it's like, so for those of you that don't know, so school ball, the Detroit Tigers pitcher, he is set up to be possibly the highest paid pitcher of all time. And that is because he's won 2 straight Cy Youngs, and he is the only, not the only reason, because obviously in baseball you have to have a good team, but his rise is the reason why the Detroit Tigers are even a good team, in my opinion, because he brought the attention back to them after like 10 years of being terrible. And people are like, why ain't you pitching? Why ain't you pitching? If this motherfucker blows his arm out, his generational money for the next generations of his family are gone. You see all these arm injuries, Achilles injuries, all this shit. If he just takes that chance and blows his arm, he's not getting $50 million a year. That's what he's projected. $50 fucking million a year to do your job once every 5 games. Once a week, you show up to work and you get $50 million in that year.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, I ain't fucking that up either. That's crazy. Like, that's literally his family that he's already made, the family after that, and the family after
And that's
that.
for 5 years. For
More,
sure.
it's most likely more than that.
Yes, but
Yeah.
at least, no
Yeah,
matter what, he's
very
going to get
least.
$50
That's
million for 5 years.
$250 million.
Yes, no
just
matter
for
what.
showing up and throwing a baseball
Yep.
as hard as you fucking can. Like, that's why, yeah, I ain't risking that for like Bryce Harper said, it ain't the Olympics. It's just a WBC. Everyone's gonna forget about that shit. Like Venezuela, great win. We're gonna talk about it here and there, but like once we get into the season, that shit's all.
Yeah, he shouldn't even been on, like, so it's just like so I think about it like with basketball too, like when we go to the Olympics and stuff, like guys who can't play, they shouldn't, like guys who, like Joel Embiid we have right now in the NBA is due to Joel Embiid playing in the Olympics when it didn't even matter.
USA,
and
which
he,
was-
like, you know what I
like
mean?
his
And we
third.
didn't need him to play. Like, you know what I mean? And now, you know what I mean, the people in American basketball who love the NBA, you know, that is not on the world
Right,
stage,
yeah.
don't get to see Joel Embiid who did that for a week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, for the USA.
And that's
you
the
know what I
thing
mean?
that
So,
like
that
you
shit's
know
crazy to me.
that stinks with the school ball situation because they asked him, they was like, "Yo, you wanna play in the WBC for America?" He's like, "Fuck yeah, I'd love to represent my country, but like
Yeah.
I can only give you this. I'm not trying to do it." And they were
Yes.
like, "Okay, so how the hell is that his fault?" They enabled that. It wasn't
Yeah.
like he committed to doing 3 or 4 games and then all of a sudden he's like, got to get my money. He just told them straight up, like, this is what I can do. Do you guys still want that or would I be in the way? And they were like, nah, come through. And USA treated it like a show and they got fucked. That's all there was to that.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed the live. We're about to go record our episode that's going to come out Sunday. So make sure you guys like, subscribe. There's not going to be another place with the hottest takes, better laughs, and everything different. We hope you guys enjoyed the banter. We will see you later tonight at 8:30 on Collecting and Connecting.
Better crust, better cheese, better pizza.
What?
Papa John's.
Oh, nah, not Caesars,
Caesars.
but
last time you had Little Caesars?
a couple years.
Terrible.
That crazy sauce.